Scientists just discovered a hidden path leading to a jungle in Antarctica. Over the years, humans have been fascinated by learning about the origin of things, which has led many to propose theories and even establish schools of thought that build around certain concepts. This has seen the birth of different religions and belief systems. The Big Bang Theory was brought forward to help explain how the world we live in came to be, birthing some of the many mysteries that many scientists and archaeologists now seek to unravel. Among the many mind-blowing locations and phenomena that we have identified in different locations, Antarctica seems to be one of the most fascinating of all, holding the attention of researchers and scientists who seek to unravel the secrets that are buried beneath this barren continent. Many have come to believe that if we eventually get to the secrets that lie within the ice, then we might be a lot closer to understanding evolution and what might have been. And speaking of what might have been, not all researchers take the conventional route to come to their conclusions. Some, like Graham Hancock, have dedicated their time and energy to connecting the dots that they find in their explorations, to arrive at conclusions that they believe explain certain phenomena and things that have proven difficult to modern science. Graham Hancock has made his mark over the years with his belief that there had been some ancient civilization that has now been washed from existence in the sands of time. And if we ever try and look close enough, we're sure to find amazing discoveries that might end up changing the course of history. Graham Hancock is a British writer and researcher who is known for his controversial theories about ancient civilizations. He's written several books on the subject, including Fingerprints of the Gods in 1995 and Heaven's Mirror in 2002. From the Amazon rainforest to the icy poles, he proposes that uncovering the secrets that lie within these locations will unlock the path to learning about ancient civilizations that he believes might have had even better technologies, which are more advanced than we have today. This way, we get to learn about our connections to our past and better understand how to face the problems that might arise in the future. Truth be told, to this day, no one's been able to explain what possible approach might have been adopted in the making of monuments like the Great Pyramids. And even, some have postulated contact with some extraterrestrial life form as a suitable explanation. And Hancock proposes that the possibility of ancient Egyptians being more advanced than we thought shouldn't be entirely struck out. So now one might ask, what exactly is new about the findings on Antarctica? Well, in a recent revelation from the leaked documents belonging to Hancock, we get to learn about a flourishing forest that's now buried in the icy plains of Antarctica. The documents go into detail on the preparations, including the state-of-the-art equipment and intelligent minds that were assembled for the mission. And in it, we also get to learn about mind-blowing discoveries that point to a totally unexplored terrain and the huge potential that they possess. Before we go into details, Antarctica has been one of the most mysterious locations on the planet, drawing interest from both scientists and conspiracy theorists alike. In his books, Hancock argues that there is evidence to suggest that advanced civilizations existed in the past, and these civilizations may have had contact with Antarctica long before the modern report of its sighting in 1820. He cites the example of the Piri-Reis map, which is a 16th century map that appears to depict Antarctica with a high degree of accuracy. Hancock argues that this map could not have been made by someone who had never seen Antarctica, and that it must have been based on older maps that were made before Antarctica was covered in ice. This goes to suggest that Antarctica was once a flourishing forest with an ecosystem that might have supported various life forms, and these are some of the findings that the leaked document supports. He has some other theories that might explain the fact that the continent seemed to have disappeared from other maps, but is present in older ones. Hancock makes reference to the work of Charles Hapgood, an American professor, in this book, who proposed the theory of Earth crust displacement. Hapgood argued that the Earth's crust has moved over time and that this movement may have exposed Antarctica to the elements at some point in the past. Hancock believes that this is another likely explanation for why Antarctica appears on older maps but is absent in more recent ones. The problem with these theories is that there's not been empirical evidence to back them, and neither has there been any to prove them wrong. Hancock's theories have been met with skepticism by many scientists, but he has also gained a followership from people who are interested in the possibility of ancient civilizations. Not long ago, he had been on the Joe Rogan podcast to talk about his opinion on matters like this. His work has been featured in documentaries and on television shows, and he has been interviewed by many major media outlets. In summary, Graham Hancock believes that the Piri-Reis map and other ancient maps are evidence that Antarctica was once ice-free and that advanced civilizations may have existed there in the past. However, his theories are controversial and have not been accepted by the mainstream scientific community. And ever since, there have been speculations on what we will find under this ice giant. There have been rumors of even alien activities and technology across the continent. Once, a whistleblower had come forward talking about an alien tech they had come across while on a mission in Antarctica. This whistleblower alleges some kind of cover-up from the government on the matter. This is just one of the findings that shows signs of life on this frozen continent. A few years ago, there was an amazing discovery beneath the surface of the continent that shows a huge river flowing beneath it, with some microbes, which might be the first signs of life on the continent. And if this is possible, no one knows which other thing rests beneath this ice giant. In 2019, a team of scientists from Imperial College London, the University of Waterloo, University of Malaysia Terengganu, and Newcastle University discovered a massive underground river flowing beneath the ice sheet in Antarctica. The river, which is 460 kilometers long and 200 meters wide, is the largest ever found on the continent. The river was discovered using ice-penetrating radar, a similar technology that was used in the exploration of the Amazon. This allows scientists to see through the ice and map the subsurface. The radar data showed a clear channel of water flowing beneath the ice sheet. This discovery is contrary to the popular opinion that Antarctica is just solid ice from the top to its roots. After some research, scientists have come to believe that the river is fed by melting ice and snow from the surface of the continent. The discovery of the river and the micro life forms in it is significant because it could help us to understand how Antarctica is changing as a result of climate change, and also help us understand the resilience of life forms in unbelievable situations. The river is a major source of fresh water for the continent, and its flow could be affected by rising temperatures. The river could also accelerate the melting of the ice sheet, which could contribute to sea level rise, and could be one of the major consequences of climate change that we will observe in recent times. Scientists are still studying the river, and they hope to learn more about its origin, flow, and impact on Antarctica. They believe that the river could be a valuable resource for future research on the continent. Back to the idea raised by Graham Hancock. Finding a thriving forest under this wide expanse of ice will open a lot of doors for understanding early life forms on the continent. If by chance anything is found, there's a good chance that it'll be well preserved to provide sufficient data for research. Having discoveries like the underground river in Antarctica is a reminder of the vast and mysterious nature of Antarctica, and an insight into what could be. It's also a reminder of the challenges that climate change poses to the continent. The scientists who discovered the river are committed to studying it further and learning more about its impact on Antarctica. And on the other hand, if there is a chance that there is land beneath the surface, the possibilities are just endless. And this could be all that we need to understand our place in the grand scheme of things. Thanks for sticking around to this point, and I'll see you in the next video.